Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm just doing this video review over a pool company that I had doing my pool, Broward CR Pools. Terrible. Pretty much stole $350 from me, and I'm just doing this video review. Thanks for listening. Here we go. Hired this guy to do my pool, Broward CR Pools. I got my diamond bright done. As you could see, it's done already. But I paid him to do a couple of different things, and I'll go over what I paid him to do and what he did do and what he didn't do. What he did do was the pool only had one jet. That's not Broward CR Pools. That's a different company that I hired afterward, but I'll get to that. Um, so I hired him to diamond bright the pool. This new guy that I hired states that it's not a diamond bright. I'm not sure if if that's true or not, but this new guy is saying that that surface that I have right now is not diamond bright. So I'm not happy about that. But I don't really know what to think, because one person says it is, one person says it isn't. I guess I would need a third person to say if it is or it isn't. Because ultimately I don't trust the person who did it, which is Broward CR Pools, CNR Pools, or Broward Commercial and Residential Pools Inc. Alex Delgado. So he came in. He basically took a deposit. It took him a really long time to do what he said he was going to do. Said he was going to be done by Christmas. Didn't get done until 2 weeks after Christmas, and I basically see why. Because one day he'd be here, another 3 or 4 or 5 days he wouldn't be here. I'm texting him, hey, where you at? When is the next time you're coming? So basically there was a lot of inconsistencies, and he made a lot of excuses as to um, why he was here, or whatnot. So once he got his money, couldn't reach the guy for days. Um, he he either didn't show up, or he showed up days after he said he was going to show up. Didn't meet expectations that he set for himself. Because really and truly, it's not like I said, hey, I need to get done by Christmas. He just said, hey, I'm going to get done by Christmas. And then after that, an expectation is set that you're going to be done by Christmas. But really and truly, it wasn't done until after New Year's. And, I'm sure in his mind, he feels like he was done by Christmas. But to me, if your stuff isn't cleaned up, gone, and out of my yard, then you're not done, because obviously you haven't even picked up your own tools. So he parked his truck on my grass over there where that guy is standing, and obviously you could see I have an empty lot behind my house. So I can't, as far as like discretion is concerned, I can't really have like major things behind my house, to the point where over there where you could see the grill is, over there, he had his stuff like stacked up so high that the city actually wrote us a letter saying that we had to remove the stuff, because obviously, if you could see the street, you could see if there's like stuff piled up, and it's not like good looking stuff. So therefore, it's going to be a problem if you have stuff piled up, because it's basically an eyesore. So he left his truck on my grass, like literally overnight. Then his truck broke down on my grass. Left it for 5 to 6 days on my grass. Once he got money in his hand, zero enthusiasm to finish the job. He asked if he could work evenings, but ended up working all the way till like 1 o'clock in the morning one day. And it's weird too, because I asked the guy, hey, um, I really think you should have a second employee or something, because it's funny because these guys came in and they're just doing the coping at the top of the pool, which is those things right there, and they showed up with three guys, and this guy's collecting $5,000, and he only showed up by himself, and of course that's why it takes so long, and then you get tired, and then you feel like you deserve the money, whatever you got, and then some. But and then some is what I'll get to later. Like I said, zero enthusiasm because the guy takes a deposit. So the way he does business is he always has more money in his hands than the work. So of course you could show up, whenever you want. So he asked for like 5 payments, which I didn't like. I like when people do like halfway and then done, and then that's it. Whereas opposed to these guys in front of me, they didn't ask for any money up front. They're just like, when we get done, which is going to be today, you get all the money and that's it, and we're gone. Anyway, let's see here. Too many promises. I said that. He smoked in the yard. He left cigarette butts like, I replaced this grass right here. I put that down and I had to smooth it out. But basically, that's really how he left things. But it was all in this area right here. He also, when he did the because he also trenched some new pipes over there for me along here. So when he trenched it, he left the grass line so high that mud was always pooling onto the deck. So that was really, really not professional, along with all of the cigarette butts that I had to pick up. It's just, I don't know, I just had a terrible experience with this guy. And, obviously I didn't, want to say anything to him because it's like, I know what kind of worker he was, after a couple of days. And, my wife was really annoyed about, working at night. But, like I said, this guy is terrible. If you can avoid him, I'm not going to give my opinion on that, but I personally wouldn't use him again. And then, like I said, at the end of the day, actually, I didn't say this, but at the end of the day, I paid him $350 to complete the pool coping, which these guys are doing right now. And this guy just ran with my money. It's crazy because like you put up with all of this crap from this person, and you're like, man, you identified this guy as a terrible worker, and then at the end of the day, he literally leaves with $350 of your money. And I gave him plenty of opportunity to give that money back. 45 days passed by basically, asking him over and over for the money. And he's like, oh, I'm going to send you the MoneyGram tomorrow. Like, who uses MoneyGram? Pretty much nobody. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to send it to you tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow. And I'm like, you know what? Keep that crap. I'm gonna start posting about the way you do business. So Alex Delgado, in my opinion, is a terrible pool contractor. Like I said, I wouldn't use him again, but I'm not gonna impose my opinion on you. At the end of the day, stole $350 from us, which is fine. It's not gonna break me. But I just wanted to post my opinion about the pool service that I got. He did get some stuff done. There's some questionable stuff. Like I said, I'm not sure if I actually got the Diamond Bright product or not. But I can say that the pool isn't leaking, so I'm happy about that. But there's a whole lot of stuff that I'm very unhappy about that I probably didn't even get to touch on in this video. But anyway, good luck with your pool project. If you have one, God bless. Thank you for listening to me vent. Thanks. Bye.